Hello and what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another replay cast. This is LGD versus LGD Forever Young LGD grudge match in Mars Dota 2 League 2017. This is the last tournament before TI. We got some pretty hype games. I didn't catch any of them today, so I'll be going over the replays over the next couple of days on any interesting games. Not all on cam or not all recorded. I'm just going to comb through some of them on my own just to check out the professional meta before TI, so I can make some better videos about that, the TI meta at least. As I'm planning on having a series before going to TI, because I am attending TI myself, and maybe I'll see some of you guys there. I don't know how many people actually watch my videos, but if you are going to TI, make sure you leave it down in the comments below. Maybe we can meet up or something. We'll chill. But anyway, let's get into this game here. So LGD do ban out Night Stalker and Oracle. Oracle is something I believe LGD.FY have been picking as a 5-position support because they really love Death Prophet and just death balling. They're kind of going with a, what team was it? Was it CDEC, right? Or Wings? It was Wings. Wings at TI6, where they ran that Death Prophet strat with Oracle. It's really sick. And in the meta right now, I don't know if just death balling like that is the most effective strategy, but LGD for sure make it work, and we'll definitely see it in this game. So I do like the bans coming out there from LGD. As for LGD.FY, they're banning just ganking heroes. A hero that can just immediately blow someone up with the AA or in the Kunkka, right? When you're trying to 5-man and just run down towers, just getting X-Mark boat torrented into an AA blast will just end your push there, because pretty much it will immediately kill whoever in the earlier points of the game before you get like a pipe or something like that. And LGD.FY want to play super fast, and they don't want to have to wait for a hero to farm a pipe before they can just snowball and deathball. Run down lanes pretty much. And here's the Death Prophet that I was talking about coming out as a second pick for them here. That following up this Earth Spirit first pick for them. LGD do pick up a first pick Earthshaker as a solo pick. I do think that hero is really good. They probably know, because they are sister teams, so they probably talk. There's some communication between the team, or scrimming at least, so they already know what's coming for them. So just look in the bans here, they know that LGD Forever Young want to pick up a super aggressive roamer that can get a lot done early, so they already take out the Night Stalker. So LGD.FY instead will pick up the Earth Spirit, and then they pick up the Earthshaker, a hero that will be able to defend these pushes. Having the Fissure, Echo Slam, a bunch of disables is really good against heroes that just want to group up and, you know, run at you, dive your towers. I actually didn't look at the full game here. I did catch a glimpse of it. I believe there was a cool clip with Monet killing everybody as Lycan, so I'm excited to cast that. And casting this replay more so is me trying to practice my play-by-play commentary. And I'm also on like no sleep right now, so I might be saying some weird shit, but I don't feel tired at all, so I don't know what that is. I already tell, like, my speech pattern is like fucked up or some shit. But anyway, LGD Gaming here will pick up another teamfight hero that can also defend towers fairly well. Phoenix, having the Sunray, the Fire Spirits definitely can slow down a push with the damage over time. Of course, good combination as well. Can just go in with the egg. Earthshaker comes in with a Fissure and the stun, and decent team fight. LGD.FY will realize that and ban out the Void. Phoenix Void, pretty good combination here for LGD in terms of defending against these 5-man death pushes that LGD.FY have coming for them. I do think it's a very good ban there, as LGD banning out the Tidehunter, a hero that has been pretty popular in MDL. A lot of teams picking it up, including OG. I saw S4 play that hero a couple times. This is a super tanky hero, kind of like an Underlord, but without like the global relocate ability. Instead, he has Ravage, right? Big team fight ultimate, going to be able to just stand in the front line, cut the creep wave off from hitting the tower, and just be unkillable. And if you go on him, of course, he'll get his mech off, Kraken Shell will proc or whatever, and he'll get a Ravage, and you can turn the fight like that. So I do like that, but I don't know about the CK ban. I think CK is a hero that can just get run over, but it's probably something LGD have just been running. Let's just go back and check real quick because we can do that. So again, I didn't really keep up with most of these games. I've been watching them on my second monitor, but I'm not really paying attention. I played a lot of games. So let's see. When did LGD play last? Oh, I missed it. Oh, we don't get to see it, but what do they play here? Alright, Void.
Radiance pick.
It might have been banned out in these games as well. I'm not gonna look too much further into that. It is a hero that's kind of popular right now, which is weird because I don't think he's that good. There's just a lot of things to counter him. The thing is, if he gets picked up later in the draft, he's kind of good against heroes like... I won't say he's good against Puck, but like just squishy heroes that are popular right now. Puck, Quap. He doesn't directly counter them, of course, as they do have a lot of escape abilities and his spells are kind of clunky, so he himself can't really kill them, but if he gets any help, a silence or something, and they get locked down at all, he'll just immediately delete them. One reality rift and they're dead, pretty much. And LGD will get a third pick Bat Rider here, and I think this hero is actually pretty good. In laning stage, he's very strong, and it's just Bat Rider. He's been receiving nerf after nerf, but it always seems to be coming back into the meta. Anytime where being able to split the enemy team up and then go for pickoffs, or snowballing, being able to just dominate a lane, and they do have the lineup to do it here. Like Earth Spirit, Bat Rider, very formidable together. And yeah, LGD realizing that, they'll pick a counter to Bat Rider with this Nyx Assassin pick. He'll have the Spike Carapace to stun the Bat and the Firefly, and he can combo it with the Impale. And I really like this pick coming out from LGD.FY. Silencer pick will just break up the combo of LGD gaming. Let's say Phoenix goes in with Egg and they want to follow up with like a Fissure or Impale or something like that. They can just global silence. Suddenly LGD can't cast any spells and they just all just hit the Egg and kill Phoenix, right? Very good combo breaker hero against a lineup that LGD is setting up to try to take these team fights at their towers when this Death Prophet does her thing. I think for LGD here, they might want to pick a split pusher. They're kind of in a weird position now. They either have to double down on just full team fighting and just try to stall the game, right? Eventually, they'll have ways to get rid of the global silence, and then they'll be strong at that point. And they'll wait for LGD.FY's draft to fall off. As at some point, Death Prophet is... I won't say she is not strong in the late game, but if she ever becomes burstable, that is her weakness there. She wants to be able to survive and stay in the front line of the fight, right? She can't just take damage and then run away, because then she's not dishing out damage with her exorcism. And I think that's what LGD.FY is going to do. I believe they last pick Invoker here, as this is a replay. I'm pretty sure it's an Invoker here as the last pick. And for LGD.FY, they pick a Lycan last pick for Monet. And it is a response to the Invoker. And I do think that Lycan is good against Invoker Venomancer, but I actually casted a game that's very similar to this, and this is the reason why I actually chose this replay, where the Venomancer and Invoker draft won. And the reason behind that was simply because split pushing is the name of the game for LGD Gaming, and normally you'd see a Venomancer and he's like kind of a group up and push hero, but at the same time he's a fairly good split pusher as well if LGD.FY don't have the catch, but they do have some decent catch here with Earth Spirit and Bat Rider. And I believe the difference in the game that I casted was there was a Viper mid. I guess that's kind of similar to Death Prophet. I forgot who the offlaner was. That actually made the difference, I believe. Because they had an Earth Spirit as well, I'm pretty sure. And then the other hero was a Warlock. This is one of the games with open qualifiers. I'm trying to think. I don't remember what the offlaner was, but I'm pretty sure it made the difference. Bat Rider is huge against split pushers, and he'll be able to just take over the map. Him and Earth Spirit together will take over the game, and LGD will have a very hard time playing. But again, if they can stall for long enough, they have a very good team fight draft. Once again, the global silence will be a big issue for them, as well as the silences from Earth Spirit and Death Prophet. In these early game fights, I can see just them not being able to cast a single spell. So all LGD.FY have to do here is secure Monet's lane, because LGD do have a lot of things to pressure him. So that's important that Monet has a pretty decent lane. If not, might see him jungle or something like that. I'm not sure actually how this game plays out in the early game at all. I've literally just watched one clip of it, and that's Monet like just running down and killing everybody. So I don't know what led up to that, but we'll see. This will be LGD versus LGD.FY in Mars Dota 2 League 2017. I believe this was game 2. And this was in the lower bracket, I believe. I don't know. Let me check. I have it open up on my second monitor. Whoa. It's fucked up. I can't do it correctly. And let's see. I don't know why this is relevant. No, this is the winner's bracket. So this is the upper bracket finals, actually. And we're in the game. So no pause anything. Thank God. We have Earth Spirit, which is the support 5 position, I believe. No, he's just playing 4, roaming. He has the boot start, no HP regen, just 3 clarities. I mean, it seems legit on Earth Spirit or Earth Shaker. Did you call him Earth Spirit before? This is an Earth Spirit right here, who went to ward, but actually will roll down and ward here. Interesting. Usually this gets warded, and if he was spotted out, which I don't think he was. Unless this caught a glimpse of him. I don't think it did. So he gets the ward here. This probably won't be dewarded. Gets a nice block here initially as well with the sentry. It will expire fairly quickly, but they'll block it for the first couple levels. Or first couple of minutes, I mean. In the bottom lane, we'll have old 11, or I guess he's just known as 11 now, on the Nyx Assassin. I'd say a pretty much signature hero for him at this point. So the first pick, Earthshaker, which was read by LGD.FY to be a support, does turn out to be a support pick for LGD. And let's see here, how will these lanes play out actually? Pretty sure Death Prophet will win this mid lane, especially with the help from the Earth Spirit. I think the roughest lane for LGD.FY would be the top lane actually, because Batrider, I would say in a 1v1 matchup against Van and Manstry it is okay, but with the potential support coming from both Yao as well as who's playing their Shaker, Victoria, who actually have a hard time. But if at any point LGD.FY draw the supports away from the top lane, I mean Earthshaker's already mid, but if they can draw him bottom, like far away from the top lane, alright, Afu's just gonna get a courier snipe there. By the way, Afu's a god on Earth Spirit, and that's how I know him. He was playing for Warriors Gaming Uni at the Boston Major, and I was super impressed by his Earth Spirit play there. And I guess he got poached by LGD.FY, and he's left Malaysia for, I want to say greener pastures, maybe, but I don't know. They did qualify for TI, and there's a nice roll-in from Afu. We'll get first blood for LGD.FY. They're already up to a good start, securing Monet's lane, as I said in the drafting phase. That's all they need to do. They secure Monet's lane, and from there, it's all about catching split pushers and doing timing pushes that will win them the game. Victoria rotating to the top lane. He wants to try to step a kill here onto, who is this? I don't know who this player is. Some Chinese name. I know his name, but it's just blanking me right now unless they switch players. So I'm pretty sure they didn't. Oh, actually they did, right? Oh, it's Inflame. There it is. Pretty sure it's Inflame. I'm not gonna call him Inflame because I'm not actually sure enough to call him Inflame, but I'm like, it's 70% sure, but I'm not. Oh, all 11. Gonna burn DDC's mana here. That's actually annoying. He actually can't do much in this lane, so that kill was pretty big. It gives them a decent enough lead, but it's still gonna be rough, and we might see Afu try to go for more plays bottom. But right now he's sitting mid, looking for a gank onto maybe. And let's open up the last hits and eyes. We should see Death Prophet should be a little bit ahead. Both teams actually do have a high ground ward mid. And LGD actually having the lot more aggressive one here, just straight on the enemy high ground, while LGD.FY have the defensive one on their side, as well as it shows Vision of the Rune. But I do think this ward is critical when playing against Earth Spirit, because he kind of wants to sit here, especially when nighttime hits, and then go for rolls onto maybe. So, Bat Rider snatching the creep wave here in the top lane, but he'll get fissure blocked off, and that's what I'm talking about. I guess he could always fly over the fissure, but he's in trouble when he doesn't have Firefly. That's the thing. And should pressure him at least. It's not the easiest lane for Bat Rider at all. And we missed a kill here, barely. I mean, I'd say I caught that in the cam, but it was Afu once again making a play while I was talking about Bat Rider. They're hiding their courier here, because they don't want it to die again to Earth Spirit. Instead, he's actually looking for it. He knows. Oh man, is he gonna get another courier snipe? He's going to actually. Roll in, roll in, roll in. Oh my god, Afu is a god. And oh man, LGD.FY on point with the upgrade. They were paying attention there. So they got a kill there onto Invoker. Afu almost snipes the chick again, but he will get away with it, but he won't get the kill. In the bottom lane, looks like DDC actually doing pretty good down here in terms of experience. How much is he sharing with his Lycan though? A lot, as he is just laning with Lycan to make sure that Nyx doesn't pressure the lane too hard. He's committing a lot to try to just get old 11 out, and he's also done some pulls here. It looks like what he's done is, I wasn't watching, but I'm pretty sure what he's done is pull at 53, they push the lane out, and he just kind of saps experience with the Lycan, but he just constantly hits the Nyx with his 1 point in Glaives of Wisdom. Now he went for a 1-1-1 build, which I think is not bad. He's having a counter point in last words, pretty good against Phoenix, as we see a fight happen here in the top rune. And no one will die though. It did force out a TP from Yao, which is pretty big, because once again, that's what LGD.FY want to do. They went for this gank here, not necessarily to try to go for a kill, but to peel Yao from the top lane. Because every time Yao leaves this top lane, Inflame, I don't know if he's actually Inflame or not, but he's going to get further and further ahead on this Bat Rider against Venomancer. Because he can't necessarily lane directly against Veno, but once Bat Rider gets levels up, Veno actually has to watch himself, as Bat Rider does have kill potential. Especially if the Gale is missed, or if he gets too many stacks on him and he runs in before the Gale, he'll be slow enough that even with the Gale on him, they'll be running at the same move speed, and then Bat Rider can just run circles around the Veno. And he'll actually do a really cheeky play here, pulling the enemy creep wave into his own jungle and then farming up the two at the same time. Very efficient, and he'll have almost level 6 with the creep camp and the creep wave. Mid lane, Earthshaker is still playing bodyguard here for maybe. I do think that this is pretty important, because without him in the mid lane here, Earthspear will just be constantly rolling onto Invoker and giving him a hard time. They're actually going to go for a gank here onto Super, but oh, the Howl at nighttime, enough to turn this gank around. He actually gets the 2 Spirit Siphons in, and actually get turn around Afu with the godlike plays. Oh my god, this Earth Spirit player. 2-man stun, 2-man silence, Super survives, and that was so close. LGD making pretty important plays here, but it's not enough against LGD.FY. Afu just making the moves. He was in the right spot at the right time, at the right angle, and they turned that around. And unfortunately, it was nighttime as well. Monet going for the 2 and Howl build. That is, count it guys, 100 hero bonus health. So anyway, Super will be totally fine. They're going to shrine up, and that was a really nice play there from Afu. I'm excited to see this guy at TI, and they're going to try again here onto Super. They don't have Howl yet for 2, but he's going to go in now. They have the Howl. They will turn this around. It's going to give them that nice 100 bonus HP, and Afu goes in. He can get the silence. He's not going to use it right yet, and uh-oh, he got cold snapped up. He's in a little bit of trouble, but now he has to roll in, or the roll out, I mean. He has the silence as well. Let's see if Afu is able to escape this one. He gets the roll away, and Afu Fu with the Earth Spirit plays here. Oh man, you can just see why China picked this guy up. He was making ridiculous plays with Warrior Games and Unity at Boston Major, and who did they? I think they took a game off of OG, and yeah, they took a game off the major champions, and I believe the whole series was close in general. So, gotta give credit to this guy right here, and it was off the back of his play mostly. He carried that team, and Warriors Gaming Unity just kind of fell apart when he got taken away. And they realized that there's a ward mid here, so DDC comes in. DDC was playing for LGD.FY during the Boston Major as well. He was a stand-in there, replacing LPC, I believe his name was. But they decided to keep him and kick LPC, unfortunately for him, or APC, something like that. I think he was a legit support player, but he was dependent a lot on Zhao Wei to give him lead or something. And I guess they didn't like to play with him once Zhao Wei left, so instead they'll keep DDC, a more veteran player, I would say. I think LGD veteran. It used to be on the original LGD squad with Zhao Wei. Pretty sure. I don't know too much about Chinese Dota, but we see another nice gank there onto Invoker, and he's just having a insanely bad game here. 0-3-0. His CS is not that bad actually, because I'm pretty sure that Invoker with some levels up can CS fairly well against a Death Prophet, but he is hurting in the death department there. 3 deaths, and his mid tower is taking a ton of damage here to the Exorcism as well. They did have to commit Exorcism for that kill, but it was not without waste, as they did use the Exorcism to do some damage to the tower as well. And now, as I said, they peeled the lane away for the Batrider, so he got a lot on this top lane actually, in combination with farming the jungle a little bit as well. I'm pretty sure if you open net worth, he should be pretty, oh, actually no, Venomancer is farming pretty good. It's absolute free farm. Went for mana boots, not too common for Venomancer players, and you even do a lot of damage here to the tower. He's putting a lot of lane pressure in, but Afu comes in with the roll in onto Yao. My camera movement there was a bit off, but saw the end of that kill, and he just gets away. Missed the roll in, however. But, uh-oh, this is real bad for Ame. He has a TP scroll, so he should be okay, but he doesn't know if Inflame has the lasso or not. So, just gonna run back for now. And they want to come in with Old 11 to look for a kill. This is what it's gonna do when he has Vendetta, but he doesn't walk into the Firefly, so he doesn't lock down Inflame at all, and they're just gonna get the deny onto the tower. Nice deny there from DDC, and at this point, LGD.FY with a score of 8-0. Dominating this early game, but once again, this is to be expected, guys. I would say maybe is doing fairly well. Uh-oh, what happened there? I'm gonna have to rewind. I'm tired of missing kills. We're gonna have to rewind for this one. This is a bit cheating, but what in the world happened? Alright, so this Phoenix, level 3. He's like, I'm a Phoenix. And what does Monet do? He's like, I'm gonna hit you 1, 2, 3. Alright, what a god. In the top lane, Old 11 comes in with the Impale and Sunstrike, and they get a kill there onto DC. I won't run for that one because we know exactly what happened there. I don't know what happened to Phoenix. He got a little bit greedy there or something. And oh, with the Monet coming into the mid lane, he's going to go for 1 kill here onto Ame. And this is the clip that I actually watched. This is the Mad Wolf going for some sick plays here. Dodges a Sunstrike here, and he's not done yet. He's coming in, and look who it is. It's some fresh bird meat for our wolf friend, Monet. And, oh, is he going to die? No, he will not. He's going to run in. Mask of Madness. He doesn't care. Magic damage. Minus armor. No longer. I mean, if this was old Mask of Madness, I'm pretty sure he dies, but we don't care. He popped that How. 4 points in How. The extra bonus HP. Ran down mid. Got 1 kill. Got 2 kills. Got 3 kills. And he'll just walk it off. And he's back to farming the jungle. Or, yeah, he wants to fight again, I believe. He's walking all the way back to base. I mean, he could farm jungle here. That is a play. That is a possibility. But the fact that he's walking back to base shows that LGD.FY want to put lane pressure on the map, not AFK jungle. Talking about pressure on the lanes, we see Batrider go down the top lane. TP from Maybe, who just respawned, will get a kill there. Actually, a real big kill for him, as it's going to allow him to complete his Midas. Fairly late Midas timing, but you could expect worse in how his lane went. So, nice comeback from him. But meanwhile in the mid lane, we have Super coming in with the Exorcism. That will be an easy kill onto the mid tower. Afu comes in with a roll, but he does miss it. Now he gets the stun there onto Victoria. Still has the silence available, but Victoria's all out of mana, so does not need to commit it. While on the bottom lane, as I said, Lycan didn't want to jungle because he wants to be able to go back to lane and push it right away, because he knows that if he doesn't do that, Venomancer will just run down his lanes and give him a hard time. And at that point, they don't really want to TP in when all the wards are all set up next to the tower. It's not the easiest defense in the world. But maybe we'll have his Midas now flying out to him. Victoria is pretty sad. Earthshaker, as he's been doing a lot of roaming, so 12 minutes in the game, he still has not had his level 6 yet. And I don't know if they gave him the tome or not, but Victoria is not level 6 either, so neither support on LGD have ultimates, and I'm pretty sure LGD.FY realized this, and Afu does have his ultimate, and he's going to go here with the roll in on to Ame, and that's an easy kill. Monet committed him his ultimate for that one, and it's going to be another kill for our wolf friend here. While in the mid lane, maybe... Alright, it's just Meteor in the wave. Fast way to clear the creep wave. That's LGD's game right now. They just need to push the lanes in as safely as possible, and then look for ganks with Nyx Assassin into the Sunstrike. That's how they'll play for the next 20 minutes or so, until they get what am I saying? They get team fighting items up, aka Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, Invoker Aghanim's, and at that point they can go for smokes or something like that. But for now, they're gonna split the map, push the waves out so they don't get their lanes run down, and rinse and repeat until they get their teamfight items. But in the bottom lane, Monet is pushing the lane in. Ame is on tower defense duty here with his Serpent wards. Really a nice spread of his wards, so they give a nice cone of vision. But there's a smoke gank coming from LGD.FY. They find maybe they know he would be farming in the jungle at this point, because where else would he be? And they find an easy kill there. Another +2 for our Silencer friend. While Lycan realizes it's not safe in the bottom lane. And notice his play here. He moved immediately away from the bottom lane once all of his team is showed in the enemy jungle. He was still down here for a little bit, but as soon as his team showed in enemy jungle, he left the bottom lane and is farming up the Ancients. The reason behind that, why am I paused? This is not a replay analysis. The reason behind that is LGD, confusing the names at this point. LGD are going to try to hit him in the bottom lane once they realize that his team is not with him, and they're going to do just that. So they're going to push the lane in now. Tower is full HP. Let's see that LGD bring heroes back to defend this or not, or they're just going to let it go. And LGD actually committing all 5 heroes for this one. Maybe TPing down here as well. He's going to use his Midas first, but doesn't look like LGD wanting to defend this at all. Instead, they're going to go for Roshan. This is a lot bigger than trying to defend this bottom tower. For sure, they can defend it, but getting Rosh is the bigger play, and LGD realize it. They're smoking out, and they know that this is happening. Venomancer is still putting pressure down in this bottom lane, and does LGD read this movement? I'm pretty sure they will, but at this point they know that they can take it. They can do it way too fast, especially with the Exorcism. And now they're just going to go away to Monet with the wolf form. We'll run into maybe, but maybe uses his Ghost Walk. He's going to be able to get away, but nice stun here from Afu. Hits onto the Earthshaker. That's going to be another kill for Monet. Double kill for him. 5-0-8. What a Lycan game for our boy Monet here. And he went for the right build as well. He realized he can play super aggressive, especially with the Global Silence. And Bad Rider with the lasso. Sick play there from Inflame. Catches maybe. That's another kill for LGD.FY. They're putting on the pressure, and they're just really good at finding kills. It's Afu and Ame, or Inflame, making plays for LGD.FY right now. And they take another tower. They have Aegis onto Monet, and bottom lane was not even taken by Venomancer. He backed off, I believe, to try to take the team fight, but there was no fight to be taken there. It was just a slaughter. But once again, this game does look grim for LGD, but to LGD, or yeah, this is blowing my mind right now that both these teams are LGD. I'm actually just going to call one of them LFY and LGD, because calling one LGD and LGD.FY is just going to confuse me, so I'll do that. Now maybe we'll push out the bottom lane, but You can see Super's already here. They don't want to just give this tower away for free while the rest of the team's in the top lane. He has the Yules to buy some time. He just have to watch out for the Nyx. Nyx might kill the courier there. Oh, Old 11 snipes the Talisman of Evasion there, so no Solar Crest here for Super. And he's still playing safe, and he realized that he can defend this tower, and his team actually wants to go back because this is their next player, right? They've already taken the tier 1 top, they've taken tier 1 mid and tier 2 mid, and next play obviously will be tier 1 bottom or tier 2 bottom. They just need to kind of bait Super a little bit here, and they're going to do that right now. Or they're just going to surprise LGD with a wraparound smoke, and they're going to do that one instead. Lycan is pressuring the top lane at the same time in the bottom lane. Here they go. Silence, lasso, straight onto maybe. Very important target, and they're going to be able to kill him right off the bat. Commit the exorcism for him as well. Phoenix is still silenced up. Nice Yules from Super. We'll bring him into the air. Cancels the Icarus dive. And they get 2 quick kills. Sick play there from LGD.FY. All set up by Super. If he wasn't down here to defend the tower, they wouldn't be able to TP in and get those pickoffs. And Old 11 will scout out both Inflame and Afu right now. And Monet has made his way down here to join with his team, pushing into the tower, building straight into a BKB so that he can go ham without worrying about any of the stuns coming out from LGD. Old 11 is still scouting out. He sees Afu as well as Inflame, but I don't think he should go on them like this. They still don't have anything onto Victoria, no blink or anything like that, but Afu instead will find the initiation, and they'll take out a Venomancer. That is the carry Venomancer, by the way. I mean, he'll buy back. Afu taking a lot of damage here. He should go down here by maybe, but Super coming in with the Spirit Siphon onto 11. Spike Carapace getting him away for now, but the Wolf has come. He eats a Deafening Blast, though, so he's disarmed. Doesn't matter. Inflame comes in with the kill, and now LGD are on track to losing all of their towers here. Just really good spell usage from everyone from LGD.FY, or LFY, as I would call them. I got to give it out to Batrider as well as Afu. Afu definitely won them the early game. I mean, if LGD.FY didn't have such a good early game like they did in this game wouldn't be as easy. Because, sure, Lycan dominates these heroes, Venomancer and Invoker, but in the late game, or just later in the game in general, especially if he doesn't get a timely BKB, as you see, he's rushing it literally after his first core items, Mask of Madness and Armlet. These heroes fairly strong against him. They have a lot of abilities to stop him from auto-attacking, and that's just what a Lycan does not like at all. And Afu building straight into a pipe. As I said, this is the perfect pipe game for LGD.FY. Pretty sure I said that right in the drafting stage. So he will be the pipe buyer for the team. I really like his itemization here, not wasting any time, you know, buying like a blink or anything like that, because that's not what he needs. They want to end the game here real quick. They don't want to allow LGD to get to late game, because the later this game gets, the easier and easier it is for maybe to split the waves. I guess Ame's game is kind of ruined. I'm not so sure about this build here. It's kind of just salvage the game build. I'll pop Blade Mail, maybe Lycan will kill himself. As you see a team fight break out here, they get a nice egg actually, and they prevent Monet from hitting the egg, so the egg goes off, but he gets right on top of Nick's assassin, and 11 just gonna go down. Earthshaker gets caught by Afu, and he's gonna go down as well. The Angry Wolf is at it once again, and that's 2 kills so far. They want another one here onto Ame, but he's gonna turn around. Gale pops his ultimate as well, and Flame is actually in a lot of trouble. Sunstrike coming in, that's gonna be a kill for maybe. Buyback committed from Nick's assassin. He wants to go again, gets a nice stun there, and to the Death Prophet with the Carapace, and they're gonna get another kill. Big turnaround here for LGD. Actually, huge kills for them. And if they can get any more here, this would be I don't say a full comeback, but they're going to be a lot happier. And Earthshaker goes in. He wants to try to find a catch here onto DDC. Didn't really want to use his Echo Slam, but decides that he has to. But look at the healing there from the Lycan. So much, but uh-oh. He pops his BKB. Tries to TP out. Can he toggle through? He cannot. And he goes down maybe with another kill. Killing spree for him. And Silencer will get away, though. Hal saving his life there. He has a Force Staff. But that's huge for maybe. He got so much gold there. That's his Aghanims plus 1,000 gold pretty much. And they're going to push down the mid tower as well using the Alacrity on the Catapult. Catapults hit so hard. Now look at that. Look at ridiculous damage there. Look at that. Tower is actually just dead. Holy. remember guys, if you're Invoker, Alacrity, or Catapult, it's actually so strong. 250% damage, right? Am I right about that? Pretty sure. It's the number? I don't know. Anyway, it's ridiculous damage. Earthshaker is about halfway to his Blink Dagger right now. 11 farming a Midas. Once again, they're trying to take this late game. In the game that I was talking about in the drafting phase, that I casted with a similar lineup as LGD's against a similar lineup of LGD.FY, Old 11 had a free lane. Or not Old 11. The Nyx in that game had a free lane. It was played by IX Mike. The supports committed a lot on roaming instead of just zoning him, trying to slow him down as much as they could. So IX Mike was actually able to just free farm the lane and get a fast Midas. And that is something that did not happen this game. What happened was LGD.FY's lane was slowed as much as possible by the silencer, and that's all he committed his time on. He just sat there, constantly hitting with the Glaive of Wisdom, and I mean, 11 is kind of back in. He's level 12, maxed out the Carapace as well as Impale. He's doing pretty good now. Mana Burn, pretty strong against all of LGD.FY's heroes as well, as they have Death Prophet and Silencer, pretty big int heroes here. But what's going on in this game right now is talking a lot about this assassin as we entered a little bit of a lull, but looks like LGD.FY looking to go for some action once again. Afu comes in, finds initiation here onto the Earthshaker. Big play from him, pops the pipe, walks off all the magic damage from LGD, doesn't care. The global silence is used. They get 2 kills, they get 3, and a really nice smoke play there from LGD.FY. They played as a group, caught LGD off guard, good initiation from Afu, and they're looking like a strong team here. LFY here at MDL. They just might be the champions here entering TI. This might be a blessing or it might be a curse, who knows, but I can definitely expect these guys to get a top placing at TI for sure with plays like this. This is not the only game where they're impressing me. A lot of the other games against the Western teams as well, especially 2-0ing OG in the first round of the upper bracket. Or did they 2-0? No, that was LGD 2-0 OG. So they're about to beat a team that 2-0 OG and completely stomped them. But they do know each other fairly well as they're both LGD, so I'm assuming they scrim a lot. But LGD.FY just having the number here, and it's all off of Afu. He's been doing so well this game. Only 1 death onto him, and he's going in. He's going ham. It's not like he's being a passive Earth Spirit. He's just going for like some kill steals here and there, maybe like a couple pickoffs. No, he's just running straight in there, initiating team fights for his team, and he only has 1 death, 17 assists. This game is just ridiculous for LGD.FY. I mean, the score is 30-6. It looks just over, but I mean, I still honestly think that LGD have a fairly decent chance of winning this game still. I would say like 20% or something like that. I mean, it's not good odds, but it's not 0. The biggest thing for them is finding a way to deal with these silences. They need BKBs on their heroes or Lotus Orb, something, but they're just nowhere near that. So they need to find a good fight beforehand, but here it is. However, the initiation will kind of miss. They get the Phoenix Egg off, but they don't hit the stun. But Phoenix will stun the Lycan on his BKB, but he's just gonna man up, kills the Venomancer. Doesn't care. You don't care, Venomancer. Blade Mail for what? But maybe comes in here. He's the true carry of LGD. Who cares the Venomancer? Silencer will buy back just to get the global silence off as he was focused from LGD.FY off, who comes in with the silence. This is going to be another kill for Monet. Did force out a buyback, but I still think that's heavily LGD.FY favored there, and they know that ultimates are expended by LGD, and they're just going to walk into first shot, take the next Aegis and Cheese this time around, and LGD.FY prioritizing their BKBs. They know that LGD is all magic damage, and if they can just get the BKBs, high duration, end the game against Maybe's Invoker, he won't have a chance to carry it. And he is doing fairly well. He's keeping right up there in net worth with both Lycan as well as Death Prophet. The problem is the Venomancer. He's super far behind. LGD.FY didn't give them any plays. Once again, Alacrity, the catapults, guys. Look at that damage. That's not fair. But anyway, what is going on here? Inflame will push out the bottom lane. They have to deal with this pressure, and I think that LGD.FY's next play here is to go for another smoke, I believe, but they can't just straight smoke because at that point it's pretty likely that LGD read it and just hide in their base. They want to force some movement from LGD and then get a pick off somehow, because in terms of breaching high ground directly, I don't think they want to do that, because if they do it and fail, it'll put them actually pretty far behind, and this game suddenly goes from 20% chance of LGD winning to like 50 or 40. Maybe not 50, that's a bit too much. One high ground defense won't turn the game that much, but you'd be surprised. And I guess the pickoff will just be given to them, as really nice scouting there from Lycan's Wolf, I believe. So what set that up? They see the Nyx Assassin, they catch him, and they get a deep ward as well. And notice how patient Batrider was there. Inflame literally waited there. I mean, he didn't even need to use lasso, but he didn't show himself. That's the key. He wanted to give LGD the false sense of security that they can push this bottom tower and maybe finally kill it on 200 HP. But now with one pick off, they know that they can take a fight 5v4. So they're going to smoke up now, maybe look for a quick lasso, and good positioning from LGD. They're going to sit nowhere near their tier 3 at all. You know that at any point in time, Batrider just come in with the lasso, and he's already wanting to do so. They already put a ward on the high ground. Let's see if he catches a lasso or not. It doesn't look like he will, and instead smoke will pop, and they're going to pop Exorcism and try to push down the mid tower. But nice fissure block from Earthshaker. Victoria will block Monet in the base. They hit him with a Sunstrike as well. Keep in mind he does have the Aegis. I think they're just going to let it go at this point. So he respawns with full HP. Just be careful though if he gets initiated on. But no, nice global silence coming out from Silencer DDC. And Afu with the plates as well. Very well timed initiation there, and now they're just gonna man up, take the mid tower. The BKB is still available for Monet, and he's just gonna go in. One hit, two hits, kills the Phoenix. He wants the Venomancer as well. He's eating a bird now. He wants to eat a snake. Oh, we'll get a cow as well. He will not. He'll back off now and go back for the racks. In the meantime, Inflame just solo killing the Invoker there with the Firefly and his BKB. He will go down though. Echo Slam canceling his TP there, but the damage has been done. They forced the maybe to buy back, and they've taken the mid racks as well. They'll gladly take that trade any day. Once again, Afu got out, building into a 4-staff here. So that's going to help them get out of danger. Once again, the 4-staffs are very important. As you saw what happened to maybe there, or Monet there. Getting Fissure blocked is how they'll get killed. And having 4-staffs against that is pretty important. And what's the itemization for the Death Prophet? I didn't mention it. So she did go for BKB. Still has a 10-second BKB. Has a full Soul Booster as well, building into an Octarine. Pretty standard build now for Death Prophet. Going for Yules, Solar Crest, and then BKB afterwards. Just survivability items according to the enemy heroes on the... I was about to say enemy heroes on the enemy team. I mean, isn't that obvious? But anyway, now the game is looking super grim for LGD. I mean, it's not a 20% chance anymore. Let's just say that, guys. Their high ground defense has failed. It all started with Nyx getting caught in the bottom lane, and then LGD.FY pressuring. And I think I would say the Aegis and Cheese was the big thing, but they really couldn't contest. And now they're in a pretty desperate situation. I would say they try to go for like one more player or something like that, and they'll GG out if it doesn't work. Maybe went for Blink just so you can be a little more elusive. But at this point, LGD.FY will deny their bottom tower, and Invoker, who desperately needs his BKB, won't have it because he had to buy back, and at this point, they can't really win a team fight. As long as LGD.FY hits their lasso, uses their abilities, presses their buttons, they should be able to win this game fairly easily from this point onward. Looking at LGD, the way that they actually come back is they need to force LGD.FY to split up and then get pick off with Nyx Assassin. They can't 5-on-5 anymore, which was supposed to be their strong point, so they're already looking pretty bad there. And as I say that, they try to get a pick off here onto Afu, but instead he's just going to turn it around, and he does not manage to get the kill, but Global Silence had to be committed there to save his life, but his life is saved. Even just save the pipe there is to bait them extra deep potentially. But in the top lane here, lasso used onto maybe. This is a huge kill. He doesn't have buyback, and this should be game. They can just push. Yeah, they're drawing a line straight down mid. They want to just end this game off Fu pushing out the way. This is important that he's doing this so that the creeps are all pushing in so they can go high ground, right? And he doesn't care if they go on him because he's fairly tanky with the pipe, and he knows that, I mean, they definitely can't kill him. They're all magic damage, especially without the Sunstrike. But they're gonna try it anyway. Gold 11 going straight onto Afu. He still has the pipe active as well as the force staff, but committing everything, it will be enough to kill him. But will they get away with it though? It looks like they actually will potentially. No, they're coming in flame. Oh, so Afu just dies there. But he was doing his job. I say the only thing that he could have done there better is he was in a pretty dangerous area, so maybe pre-popping pipe, because he didn't get to use his pipe at all because he got mana burn. So potentially what he could have done there is just pre-pop pipe once he knew that he was in a dangerous area, and he might have been able to survive there and then turn it around. Or not necessarily him turning around, but his team being able to show up if he was able to survive just for a little bit longer. But anyway, I mean, not too bad of a death from him. We'll extend the game a little bit as it bought time for maybe to respawn, so he didn't have to lose his base when he was dead without buyback. Yao warding, he's on a cliff for some reason. I don't know why that is, but initiation from Victoria gets the stun onto the Lycan. Really nice combination of spells. They're going to do a lot of damage to him, but he's just going to pop BKB. Man up, he will eat the Phoenix stun, so pretty good spell usage there from LGD. Global Science will be committed, and suddenly no one on LGD can cast spells. They're going to come back in with the Death Prophet ultimate. Lycan's really low. He's actually ticking down. We'll end up going down to Venomancer's Cancer, but doesn't matter. Super is still full HP, has the cheese as well. We'll get his mana burn. We'll eat our tornado EMP as well. The mana burn from LGD, so annoying, but again, he has the cheese. He doesn't care. He's actually being pretty ballsy with this, but he's feeling confident on his BKB reflexes as they only have one initiation as the Nyx. So I guess he doesn't have to be too careful. So he will hold on to his cheese, not popping it for no reason there, really. As the exorcism was ending, and it will heal him up. And he sees an arcane rune here. I'm pretty sure he wants to save this for his next exorcism or the bat lasso or something like that. And yeah, they're going to give it to the bat rider instead. They're going to wait for their Lycan to respawn and try to end this game. LGD.FY, that was actually a really good fight for them. The fact that they even killed anyone at this point in the game, 20,000 net worth behind, is impressive. Especially a core hero. And they're scouting out for some kill attempt here. Actually going to use a smoke. And was it spotted out? No, it wasn't. So they're actually going to catch LGD.FY by surprise, but nope, not really, as they catch the Nyx Assassin in the corner of their eyes with this gem pickup. And he'll just go down. He does have buyback, but I'm pretty sure at this point LGD.FY can just end the game. And they're just going to smoke. They're going to look for a pick-off initiation from Afu, and they're going to start the fight. They still have the lasso as well, and there's the lasso onto the Earthshaker. No Echo Slam for LGD. He does have buyback, so he will have Echo actually. And that was lasso down, and this is the last fight of the game. This is the last 5-on-5 buyback will be committed. I'm pretty sure once LGD.FY fully commit, but one buyback used, and they're just gonna back all disciplined players. They know that if they just YOLO for this Rax here, there's still a chance that LGD can defend, especially without Exorcism. So instead they back, wait for Exorcism to spawn. They ward right on the same spot that LGD actually have a ward there as well, so it gets pinged out real quick. And they're gonna wait for Death Prophet to heal her mana, and the bottom lane is pushing in. Someone will deal with this. And Afu, let's check what he's been doing. We haven't watched him too much here, but he has his Blink Dagger now, and he's doing really good on this Earth Spear, of course. 3, 2, and 28. What a game. The score is 42-10, for God's sakes, and it's not over quite yet. And that's just how cancerous LGD's lineup is in terms of taking team fights. If they get all their abilities off, they actually salvaged a gem somewhere. Phoenix didn't die? Alright. And maybe has his BKB now. LGD are as strong as they're gonna be for, I mean, ever. They're not gonna get stronger than this. I don't see item progression passing this unless they win a team fight. So next team fight will determine everything here for LGD. If they don't win that one, I wouldn't be surprised if the game's just straight over. And of course, maybe we'll just buy out for his BKB. Having buyback at this point won't do anything. If they have to use buyback, the game is actually just done. Don't fall too far behind in net worth, and the game pretty much becomes impossible. But I'm pretty sure if they give LGD.FY another Roshan here, this game will just be as impossible, and it's falling way too quickly. Can they get there in time? They have the Solar Crest onto the Death Prophet, and Nyx Assassin sneaks up, gets caught by the lasso. Looks like this is Nyx casting no spells here. There comes the Angry Wolf. He eats a bug for breakfast, and I guess it's dinner as it's nighttime. And they want to go for another kill here, but maybe we'll pop his BKB and get away. However, LGD.FY will actually just get back as well. BKB from maybe wasted. They can just walk back, take Roshan. Instead, they're going to play it pretty cautious here. Walking back to the shrine instead. They're not going to walk straight into Roshan. Instead, they might wait for LGD to go in and kind of bait them into this one. They know they still have the Global Silence. They have Lasso in 12. And they'll use that. They'll wait for LGD to walk in the Rosh Pit, scouting out with the Wolves. They'll get cleaned up real quick here. And alright, here's the Global Silence. Inflame comes in with the BKB, but he doesn't have the lasso, or doesn't get the lasso, I mean, but he will get it now onto Venomancer. But in the backline here, Lycan eating some more animals. Oh, nice Echo Slam there from Victoria. Hits onto 2. Sunstrike hits onto Monet as well, but he gets his BKB off. Phoenix, once again, getting his egg off. Like, Yao is actually making plays. The fact that he's getting his egg off in these team fights is super impressive, but it won't matter. That's all 5 dead for LGD. I wouldn't be surprised if good game is called. I mean, everyone's actually super low here. And there's a DD on the Lycan as well. That's a bit fortuitous. They found it on the rune and it's spawning at 38 minutes. He's just going to eat a cheese and then it'll go straight throne. I don't know why LGD.FY haven't GG yet, but well, they're sticking it for some reason here. Maybe, I mean, there's actually no reason. This is game 3, so it's not even next game for them to discuss or talk about. I wonder if teams actually do that. 42 stolen int from a silencer, and now they'll call GG. A bit delayed, but game will be over now. LGD.FY take this game in an impressive fashion, 48-10. Surprised it lasts 40 minutes, but LGD would not give up. I mean, this is their upper bracket run. If they lose this one, they get sent to the lower bracket. They're playing against Newbie tomorrow, and we'll see if they actually make it back and meet LGD.FY in the grand finals. But winning this game will secure LGD.FY a top 2 spot at MDL going into TI, and it is an all Chinese top 3 right now. LGD.FY, LGD, and Newbie gunning for it, as Newbie did eliminate OG. So this was an impressive game from LGD.FY. I'm really excited to see them at the TI. I did predict that this year's TI we might see like EU grand finals for once again. Probably like maybe EG VP or VP OG at TI lol. Other teams, I think NP have a potential to make it far. As for EU teams, I'm only discussing EU teams right now, or Secret, but I don't know. Sneaky Chinese teams look like they're doing pretty good against the EU and NA teams at this point. Let's just check their records here real quick. So the group stage was topped by OG, but they got completely stomped by Newbie, I believe. Or were they actually stomped? I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, guys. My videos are too long anyway, so I won't talk too much about that. Maybe I'll save that for another day, another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast. It was LGD.FY versus LGD. Well played there, LGD.FY. I was a big fan of them when they still had Zhao 8, but I'm still a big fan of them because they got off food. This guy's insane Earth Spirit player. I mean, put him up against Jerax, and I mean, he's looking just as impressive, if not more impressive, with the plays he's making here. I mean, in that early game, holy crap. But I'm going to be signing out now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.